Hey, this is Anthony from RevZilla TV. You can watch Decide and Ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Alpinestars SMX3 boots available at RevZilla.com. This is the new SMX3 Sport Aggressive. Will work in the commuting realm as well with a dash of really race-inspired stance. If we look at it, it's replacing the SMX2, which was a staple. I think everybody that worked at RevZilla at some point owned a pair of SMX2s if they had a sport bike. Now, if you look at it, think of it as an SMX6 kind of chopped in half, turned into a mid-height boot. CE rated, much higher than that original SMX2. And you're gonna see I have the white-black version in front of me, and white-black is always the perf version. So this is the vented or the air version. There's a non-perf black, and there's also a black-red, which is really cool as well. Remember, this is the big brother, the SMX1 riding shoe, and I'm not gonna call this a riding shoe, I'm gonna call this a boot. Great protection in the toe, great protection in the heel, and great protection in the ankles, again with that CE cert that goes all the way up. Now, as we dive into it, I'm gonna give you a quick note on fitment. It's American cut. Alpinestars is basically, in my opinion, an American company living in Italy that's been designing for this market for a really long time. No questions asked, no surprise, it's gonna fit spot on with the A-Stars fitment. Remember, if you're concerned about, we ship for free over 39 bucks. And what I'd really like for you to do is follow this finger, click here, subscribe to RevZilla TV on our YouTube channel, leave me your comments, your questions, your gut reaction on the SMX3. Now, if we dive into it, it is a microfiber synthetic leather upper. Notice the perforation on this. Again, this is the airflow version. Great for the hottest days in the summer if your feet really sweat. But the non-perf version is going to work 3 seasons, really think spring, summer, and fall. If we look at it, again, nice and high, great coverage. I will tell you that I like a lot about what's been redesigned on this boot, especially the fact that they're using the SMX6 vulcanized sole. Same sole, reinforced steel shank about halfway. You're also gonna see it tie in with the heel and with the toe, dual compound, replaceable slider, and then as you work into the back, and when I say dual compound, great for sliding and shock absorption, nice, big vented heel cup in the back here, great heel cockpit, creating that great degree. Notice the counter that comes all the way up there as well with rock solid Alpinestars branding. Now, I will say this, the SMX2 before, knowing that guys that wear this aren't wearing a full height boot, they want a little more flexibility to walk around off the bike, maybe rock this bad boy under a pair of jeans. It is more flexible than the original SMX2. Some might see that as a negative. I see it as a very clear choice. Alpinestars said, listen, instead of an 8 out of 10 on the flex scale, we're gonna make it a 6.5, 7. So it's gonna be a little more comfortable, a little more flex in the toe box there. That's an okay thing, but you still have rock solid protection throughout. It's just gonna be a more comfortable boot. They've dramatically beefed up the padding on the inside of the boot. They've also given you still that TPU protection that's baked in the discs around your ankle on the inside and outside. You know, those medial and lateral malleolus bone protectors or ankle cups. Again, making a clear choice, a more comfortable boot goes a little bit hand in hand with the flexibility. Now, the other thing I haven't really talked about yet is this micrometric ratchet. Spring-loaded ratchet, notice I can click that, it's gonna pop right out, and then when I slip it in there, just like a boot that you would want to be able to work with one hand, with a gloved hand, very easy to find that ratcheting system. I like that they did that. I like they worked it into a raised TPU area that's going to give you great coverage on top of your ankle. Moving to the front of the boot, again, more elasticated bellows, dual recess stitching around this laser textured shift panel here on both sides, and then it's a medial entry and exit, meaning on the inside of your leg. Medical terms today. As we open it up, you're going to see YKK zip, Velcro on the zip. They've been doing this for hundreds of years, so they do it right. And if we zip it down, you're going to see this side has some elasticity to it. Depending on the circumference or the size of the sock or size of your foot, this will give you a little bit of give. It'll be easier to zip up and down depending, again, on how big your foot is. If I open it up, you're going to see the inside is going to be a wicking microfiber, very, very comfortable. You know, we've been trying this guy on, spent some time here in the office with it. And honestly, a few of our guys said it felt like a pair of Nike Air Maxes. That doesn't mean it's flimsy. That means it's comfortable from the inside out. They're really speaking on what it felt like to walk around in it, what it felt like from the inside out. If we look at the back, again, more perfed elasticated bellows that would not be perfed on the non-perf version. There's 2 versions available. Remember, this is the air version, the vented, and then there's the solid, the non-white and black. That red and that black color are gonna be the regular versions of the new SMX3. So remember, the next step in your journey is to click right here, read other rider reviews at RevZilla.com. I obviously really like it around that $200 mark, but you don't have to take my word for it. As always, we're going to ship for free over 39 bucks. If you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. Remember, subscribe to us at RevZilla TV on our YouTube channel. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.